Hi friends, how are you? It is 10:11 here in Arizona, and it has been a day, let me tell you. Got up early because yesterday, I think I told you guys, we went to the dental office for my daughter to get her wisdom teeth out. They had a system crash and they could not do it yesterday. So they said, come back tomorrow at 8:45. So yesterday she was supposed to get there at noon, and it's a fasted surgery, right? For those of you who've gotten your wisdom tooth taken out, you know that. So she hadn't eaten anything, okay? We get there and their system has crashed. This is yesterday. And then when they finally told us, like maybe 30 minutes after we arrived, they're like, our system's not coming back up. How about you come back tomorrow at 8:45? Okay, all right. So then I'm like, okay, sweetie, like, what do you want to eat? We were like right by a Sonic. So I was like, you want to have some Sonic? And she's like, sure. Got her a hot fudge sundae. I said, you don't want anything else, like a burger or something? She's like, no, just a sundae is fine. So I got her a sundae because my poor starving child, right? So then I get her up this morning. She wanted to get up at 7:30. We were going to leave at like 8:20 to make sure we were there like by 8:45. So we get there, check in, all right, pay all the money. And then we sit, right? And we're like just kind of chilling and waiting. And then my daughter notices, she's like, Mom, it's almost been an hour and there's people who got here after us that are going in. I was like, what? I'd been on my phone. I'd been like showing her like videos of our dog, and I'd been having her play on a game, and I was watching her play. And she's like, yeah. So then I look, I was like, so those people, they were here after us? She's like, yeah, Mom. And then the people that were in front of, like, because we're in the seating area, there were other people in front of us. She's like, and then their kid went in before us. I was like, what? So I go up to the receptionist and I'm like, we've been here over an hour. And she's like, let me go check. So finally she comes back. Apparently the dental assistant, grabbed the wrong chart and took somebody back that got here after us instead of Odette. So I was like, So anyway, she's like, well, they're going to put her in a different room. It still took forever, you guys. She didn't get into a chair until 2 hours after we got there. So 10:45 was when she finally was in the dental chair. I was livid, let me tell you. I was so mad because my poor child is starving again, and she should have been in the chair like 2 hours before so she could be done by then and already recovering. I was so mad. Anyways, then that same dental hygienist who made the mistake comes out when it's done, because like the surgery only took like, I don't know, 30 minutes. So it was fast. And she comes out, she's like, oh, she's done. She'll be out in 10 minutes if you want to go to the back. Just make sure that the passenger door is to the doors. Okay. And she's like, I'll give your daughter all of the paperwork to take with her. I was like, okay, like she's going to be drugged up, but okay. I'm just mad. I don't even want to talk to her. So I walk out to my car, starting to like lean the chair back for my child to get in there and like, go home. Then I realized they didn't give me a doctor's note. Like, she starts school next week and she didn't even get her doctor's note. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like mad, right? I go back in and I tell the receptionist, oh, well, when I walk back in, the assistant is still in the waiting room and she has paperwork. And she says, oh, here's the paperwork. I'm like, okay. And I said, and this has all of her prescriptions? Yeah. Okay. So I go to the receptionist and I'm like, I need a doctor's note, please. And she's like, for school? I was like, yeah, for school. She starts next week. For how long would you like that? Oh, for the full week, please. Okay. So she gives me the paperwork. this note that says that Odette is excused from school next week. Okay, all right. So I go to my car and I'm driving it to the back. First of all, the assistant didn't even tell me where. Thank goodness I'd had my other daughter like at that place before, and everything had gone smoothly with her. But I had heard her telling like other parents, oh, here's the gauze, and giving her like information. Here's the gauze, and make sure that this, and make sure that that, and it's going to be the second door outside. Like, but she knew that I was mad at her because I'd given her the evil eye. I didn't give her the evil eye, but I was not smiling at her because I was upset at how much torture they put my daughter through. Anyways, so I get to the back and it's a different nurse bringing my daughter out. And I tell her, I wasn't given any gauze. Please give me some gauze. She's like, sure. We leave. Get my daughter settled in at home. My husband comes with me to go to the pharmacy to get my daughter's meds. We're in the car driving to get the meds. And I'm looking at this prescription that I got. Tell me why it was for a different kid. I was so mad at the clinic that I did not look at the paperwork very clearly. All I saw was that it had like the different meds that she needs. And I did see a different name on there. I thought maybe that was the name of the receptionist or something, and they put it on the paperwork. So I was kind of weirded out, and I was just angry at the clinic. So I was like, what's going on? But then when I'm looking at the actual prescription as we're driving to the pharmacy, it has on there like the wrong weight for my daughter and the wrong height. Like now it's like saying it's like 145 pounds. And I'm like, my daughter is not that heavy. And I'm like, and it's saying like the height is 5'8". I'm like, what? And then I look, I'm like, where's Odette's name on this prescription? Where is her name? It is for a different kid. I was so mad at this point, and I'd only brought the prescription with me. So we rush back to the house, get all of the paperwork, and then we rush back to the clinic. They're closed already. Everything is locked. And I'm like knocking on the door, knocking on the windows, knocking on the side door. Nobody's answering because they shooed everybody out as quick as possible and left. I am livid. I'm so mad. I'm crying. So they had told me that they had already put the prescription in. That's not the point though. This point of the paperwork is the fact that they took her back there wrong, and even after they knew their mistake, they still didn't verify, and they gave me the wrong kid's paperwork. I was livid because I'm like, look, if you already made a parent and a child wait for 2 hours, you better be making sure that you're double checking everything and being extra kind to that client, to that patient, for your mistakes that you did earlier. And they did not do that. I was so angry, so angry. So we get to the pharmacy, and because you guys know that whenever I go to my pharmacy, it's usually for my doctor's appointments, this and that. It's usually on the military post. It's like a 40-minute drive. So for these meds, I made sure that there was like a place nearby that took my insurance. Excuse me, guys. My allergies got bad today too, on top of everything else. Excuse me. So we get to the pharmacy, and it's like a drive-through pharmacy, you guys. And so I'm like, I don't even have the right prescription, but they said they called it in, so it should be okay. So I tell my husband, just give him her name, give him her, whatever information they want. Well, then they asked me for the insurance card. I was like, what? And I did get all of the paperwork when I came back, right? And the paperwork for the military, it literally is a letter. And on that letter, it says, this counts as proof of insurance. And I've used that at doctors, I've used that at the dentist before, I've used it at schools, I've used it for everything. So I've never had an issue. But they're like, no, we need it. We need her insurance card. And I'm like, this is what we have. We get upset and we leave. We're like, let's just go get her stuff. See if we can find anything. All right. We didn't have her military ID with us. Excuse me again. So we're like, okay, we'll go home. We'll pick up her military ID. We'll pick up her Social Security because they asked us for that. And then we'll just print out an updated letter that says that she is covered. And so this time when we go back to the pharmacy, we go inside and they recognized us. And the pharmacist was like, hey, did you get the paperwork? Yes. So we go over there and we have everything, right? And we're like, here's her military ID. We don't have an insurance card. This is her military ID. And they're like, oh, well, that's what we needed because it has her beneficiary number on the back. Like, okay, well, it's not an insurance card. It's her ID. It's just lack of communication with civilian words versus military words, you know, so there was just a miscommunication. Got it figured out. They only had 2 of her meds, so we had to go back at 4 to pick up the rest. But finally that was over. Oh my gosh, y'all, what a day. I was so emotionally and mentally drained today after yesterday going through that, just feeling my child's, you know, her nervousness already to be going there, having to be fasted like my child. She is the one that is always like on time with all of her meals. She works out. She's got like, she does a lot of weightlifting. So she has a lot of muscle mass. So she gets hungry because she's got all that muscle burning, you know. And so this poor child had fasted yesterday, fasted today, and then she had to wait for 2 extra hours at the doctor's, getting more and more hungry. And then we get home and of course, like, she's super numb, so she can't even swallow anything to have even a sip of water. You know, by the time we got home, she should have already been recovered enough to eat something, but we didn't even get her in the chair until 2 hours after we arrived. So it was a lot later than anything. Anyways, y'all, it was crazy. And I had other things that I really needed and wanted to do today, and that ended up not happening. I was just at that point, I was going to go and try to do more things, but I was too tired. So at one point I walked into my bedroom and I was like, you know what? I need my mind to take a break. So I laid down, put my earplugs in, put my eye mask on, and I slept for maybe 2 hours. Felt better when I got up. Then we went to go get her meds that were missing. Got home. Can't remember what else I did. I probably scrolled Facebook just for some mindless scrolling. Then I made dinner. My husband helped. He cut up all the mashed potatoes because that's all Odette can have. You know, mashed potatoes, pudding, jello, ice cream, you know, fun stuff like that. So we made a lot of mashed potatoes for her to have. And of course we had some too. So it was for all of us, but I made mashed potatoes and stroganoff. We had dinner and then we watched Obsession, y'all. Crazy movie. It's streaming now, so we rented it. Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And on top of that, we have another sale. So, I told you guys about it yesterday, right? Check out my site. It's right there. That link is on your screen. If you have any questions, let me know. Comment below with your crazy wisdom tooth extraction stories. She got all 4 of them taken out. So poor child, poor child. I felt so bad that she had to fast 2 days. But she's got all the yummy jellos and yogurts and puddings and ice cream and now mashed potatoes too. But anyways, tell me what your favorite foods were when you got your wisdom teeth taken out. I got mine taken out when I was like 28. It wasn't so bad. So anyways, I'll have to tell y'all that story later, but it was a day. It was quite the day, you guys. So anyways, check out that up to 30% off. Customers, y'all get free shipping as well. So let me know if you have questions. If not, I will definitely see y'all again tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here with me. And I know I didn't say who I was. I'm Lehilina, your friendly pharmacy influencer. And a hot mess today. Hot mess with all my emotions. So anyways, have a wonderful night. Talk to y'all again tomorrow. Bye.